Welcome to this recording where you're going to listen to insightful moments recorded during live coaching sessions with my clients who come from diverse professional backgrounds. And if you like what you hear today, please share it with your friends and colleagues. And remember to hit the subscribe button now and ensure that you never miss any other episode. Thank you. So sometimes our voice tone has that feeling that a person who's going to listen to it feels blamed. They feel we're accusing them of doing the wrong thing, annoying us. It's their fault that we're angry. It's their fault that things have gone wrong for us. And it's not just about the behaviour. It is about you as a person. You're feeling annoyed. You're irritated. So that is called violent communication because we suddenly shift the blame and we want to shame that person. We want them to be guilty of it. And so energetically or even physically, we are wanting them to pay the price for the irritation and the annoyance that's created for us. And that isn't really the point of the communication. The point of the communication really, if you could just shift the emotion for a moment, is to deal with the behavior that needs to change. What it is that you've noticed, what it is that you heard, what's happened. You want to point out that the behavior is what needs to change. So to do that well, you need to, for a moment, separate the emotion and deal with that yourself. Take responsibility for your feelings and not blame another person for your triggers and your feelings. And communicate instead the behavior that needs to change. So for example, I use this often. Jack leaves the door open and while you're at work and you would say, Jack, I noticed the door was left open again yesterday. And I don't have I noticed, Jack, I noticed the door was left open yesterday. You know, can you hear the shift in my tone? I'm angry. But instead it's, Jack, I noticed the door was left open yesterday. Even if I'm bubbling and I'm upset, I'm going to shift my emotion away from the conversation just for a moment and just let him know how I feel. And so, Jack, I noticed the door was left open yesterday and I feel really irritated about that. And I was actually quite stressed out because I was at work and I was worried about the safety, the safety of our home. And, somebody could actually come into the house and steal stuff. So, Jack, I'd like to ask you to just double check that door's closed properly before you leave. So just pull on the handle perhaps and just make sure the door's closed properly. Would you do that? Now, Jack could say no. Oh, I did shut the door. And you're going to say, Jack, the door was left open again yesterday and I've seen it a few times and it really upsets me. Go back into the cycle again. So this is all about you, what you saw, what you need, because, and then you make a request. So this is non-violent communication and there's a beautiful way of doing this even more deeply. You can study it. There's a whole website and there's a lot of data and information on YouTube on non-violent communication. So just separating your feelings from your voice tone because the voice carries the frustration. And if I start to attack and blame and shame Jack, then he's going to try to protect himself. And then it becomes more about, you've made me feel bad. And I now have to look after myself because I'm not feeling safe anymore. We're not talking about the behavior anymore. We're talking about the other person not feeling safe. So as managers and leaders and communicators, influencers, we just got to take care of our own business, stay in our business, which is sort out our feelings, our emotion, and get to the point, which is the behavior that needs to shift, and be able to notice in your body if the anger's still there, the frustration is still there. So it's better to talk when you cool down. Otherwise your tone will just give it away. Thank you for listening to this recording. I hope it has helped you. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time.